Let's begin. Unreal Tournament 3. Epic Games managed to weave a story-driven single-player campaign into Unreal Tournament and so gets its inclusion in this video series. The flat cannon gets a stunning model redesign and does what you expect. Very satisfying to shoot red hot shrapnel into your opponent, even if they are still reactionless multiplayer bots.
Nice one, big brother!
I still think the original UT flat cannon will always be my favourite though. Something about the sound that hooked me. What the hell. Here's some footage of the previous flat cannons to see what I mean. Ah, so nice. The 2004s didn't quite capture the magic though. I did have to score this flat cannon low on the enemy impact category as its multiplayer routes are inescapable. You can't affect the enemy until they are dead, so no staggering, limb dismemberment or other animation that would otherwise halt the enemy in some way. Everything else is superb and I do hope to see this weapon return in a proper single player campaign one day.
Double kill.
BioShock. A nice shotgun with 3 types of ammo. Excellent effect on the environment, but enemies are mostly bullet sponges till they drop, so actually shooting splices feels less rewarding than it should. The game includes elemental powers that complement the weapons, so the devs encourage the use of those for staggering enemies. One big negative, the weapon is huge on screen. Just look at the size of the thumb in the bottom right of the screen there. This gun is constantly being held right up to your eyeballs. It's wrong and it detracts from the gunplay. In fact, I'm still waiting on the FPS that allows you to choose how your weapon is held on screen. This shotgun can be upgraded to fire faster and inflict more damage, each with some goofy steampunk modelling. Overall, it's a good shotgun and worth your attention. Turok, the reboot. It's a nice shotgun but nothing special, aside from the ability to dual wield. Shot decals are not left on environments that are a short distance away, so everything looks pristine after emptying 20 shells. You also don't hear what you're hitting enough. Wood doesn't make a splintering sound, rocks don't provide that familiar ricochet, it doesn't sit right, and the gun feels like an energy weapon from Star Trek. Reactions from the dinosaur and human enemies are okay, good amount of staggering and flinching. Frontlines, Fuel of War. We get 2 shotguns in this game which are identical aside from their model work. The shot is an odd, sharp and overly simplistic sound that becomes way too repetitive. Way too much screen jerk on each shot though, combined with the screen-filling flash and inexplicable opaque lingering smoke right in your face. You actually don't see what you're hitting most of the time. Enemies don't have much in the way of staggering either, just the old ragdoll physics taking over when their hit points reach 0. Haze! Impacts on enemies are atrocious. No staggering, no flinching, not even sound effects or a grunt from the enemy. No alt fires to mix up gameplay either, and the animation work needs fixing. Such a shame, as this shotgun had potential. The same negatives apply as before, but now you get an ugly looking thing with a worse sound effect and even less animation work. Just watch how bad them enemy impacts are here. Not much else to see, so let's move along. Legendary, another average shotgun offering nice looks and sound, but no substance when it comes to feedback when engaging enemies. Has polish in some places, but it falls short in the most important. Enemies of all types just run through all of your shots until dead. Even at point blank, troopers will not even drop down their aim when hit. Unless you score a one-shot kill, the combat is just so light and devoid of any feeling. Resistance 2. A downgrade on the original, you lose a lot of the punch that helped make it great. Your aim doesn't waver when firing, which makes the gun feel floaty and light, and the spread has been enlarged beyond a sensible size too. It's still fun to play, and enemies will react accordingly like in the original, but everything is a little washed out in all departments. I love it.